In this video, we will see how our final project will look like. This is our mini project that we are going to build at the end of this course. Our project is all about a movie API that can fetch the list of movies from the MovieDB.org website into our project. We are fetching the latest movies from TMDB into our project. I used Bootstrap 4-column grid for the structure. Our project will also contain one navbar, and after that we have our card. This card will contain one image and one text which is showing rating. All this data will come from the MovieDB.org website. Here, this list will same as this website list. Okay, we are going to fetch these list of items into our project by using Axios API GET request. In next video, we will see how to get the API key and access this website. And after that, we are jump into our project. In this video, we will see how to get our API key in order to build our project, the movie app. Okay, in order to get the API key, you must log in into this website called the moviedb.org. And after the login, you will be redirected into this page. Okay, after into the home page, go to this profile option and go to the settings. And down you will find API option. Inside this API option, you will find our API key. And also you can find example API request here, so that you can get the understand of how to access the API through our React project. In this section, we are going to create our project, and we are cleaning our project a little bit. First of all, I am creating one project file inside my React.js projects. I am creating this project by using npx create React app. My project name will be the movie app. I'm going to pausing this video. Now we are finished the creating the project by using npx command. After that, open this location movie app, and inside the movie app, run the command npm start. And now we have finished creating our project. After that, drag this our project folder into the Visual Studio Code. I'm gonna clean this project a little bit. I'm deleting this index.css and our logo.svg. And also inside the I'm deleting this header component. Inside I'm writing movie app. And also I'm deleting this logo.svg reference. Go to the public folder. Inside is.html file. So rename this app. And also go to this index.js file and delete that index.css reference. And now we are going to install some npm packages. Open new terminal and run npm i Axios and Bootstrap and click enter. Axios is for creating a API GET request, and Bootstrap is a front-end framework that we are going to use inside our project. Because we are not going to use CSS as much, and we have finished the installing Axios and Bootstrap. And after that, run the command npm start. Our port 3 is already running because we have two projects that are running on the same server because it is starting in 3000. Now we have finished creating our project. After installing Bootstrap and Axios packages, now go to this index.js file and import that Bootstrap here, because we don't need to import again and again every file that we are going to use. Import Bootstrap / our CSS file will be inside this folder and CSS file. After that, write bootstrap.css. And after that, under this source folder, I'm going to create one new folder, components. Inside this component folder, create one new file with navbar.js. And also create another component, MovieList.js. Inside this MovieList, we are going to fetch our movies data, and after that we are going to loop through our movie item. Inside this component folder, create one component, movieItem.js. Then we are finished. After that, come to this app.js file, and I'm going to add all these components into our main component. These are the three components that we are going to use inside our project. Inside the navbar.js, I'm going to generate one functional component. Inside this functional component, write navbar and save it. I'm exporting this by default as navbar. Come to the app.js file and import that navbar here. Import navbar from our navbar will be in the components folder. Inside that, file name navbar, and add this navbar to our main app component, navbar /greater and save it. And come to the terminal, run npm start if you haven't started the server. And yes, here we are added the navbar into our main app component. After that, we will add our movie list. Inside this movie list component, I'm generating one functional component. I'm converting this function component into arrow function const movie list, which is equal to an arrow function. Movie list, and add this movie list component into our app.js file. I'm copying this line and I'm changing it to movie list. Our file name will be movie list. Come under the navbar and add this component into the movie list. And we are added our navbar component, and also we are added our movie list component. We are going to fetch the movies data like this inside our movie list component, and we are going to loop through into the movie item. First of all, we will add the navbar. Inside this navbar component, I am deleting this heading and I am adding our bootstrap navbar by default, where you can find in bootstrap documentation we are using. And you can observe our class is written as class name. This is what JSX is. Inside our navbar, I am writing our app title, movie app. You can see we are added our movie app navbar, and after that I am going to use the bootstrap card and also bootstrap 4-column grid for this movie list. In this video, we are going to working with our movie list component. The movie list component will look like this. First of all, we are going to add our container. Inside that container, we are going to add a bootstrap row. After that, inside the bootstrap row, we are adding our movie item. Inside the MovieList.js, delete this line, and I'm adding one division with class name container, and inside that container I'm adding another row which class name is equal to row. Here you can add the movie item.js. Inside the movie item.js, create one React functional component and write inside movie item. Add this movie item into this MovieList.js. Import that movie item into the movie list by adding import movie item from the location movie item, and add this movie item inside the our bootstrap row. Movie item, okay, and then we are added our container, and after that we are add our movie item. If you inspect this page, then we are inside the app component. We have our division. Inside that division, we have our navbar component. Under that navbar component, we have our another division with a container. Inside that row, we have our movie item. So for now, we are going to fetch our movie list from the moviedb.org. We are going to perform the Axios request inside our movie list component. To perform the Axios request, first of all, import the Axios from Axios. And after that, I'm going to create one useState hook which is equal to an array. Our array name will be items and the action will be set items. We are getting error because useState is not defined. Define our useState at the top of the import statement. Write useState. Create another variable const key equal to and paste your API key that we have created at the very first video. You can get this API key by registering in moviedb.org website. After that, we are going to make our API request. Our request name will be the constant get movie data, which is equal to an async function. This function is an arrow function. Inside this get movie data function, I'm create another function which is an await. So for now we can await for the response from the server until our page is loading. Our response name will be the res equal to await Axios dot get. Inside this get statement, use the backticks. We use backticks so we can use our variable key inside our API URL. I'm going to copy our API URL into this project. After finishing our request, I'm going to console console.log our response. Our response will be res.data to see if our request will get the data or not. And after that, come to this line and call that function get movie data and save it. When you come into this, you will find an array with the objects. The objects will contain our list of data with a movie name, movie poster, and all our data. To get only results from this response, you can use dot results. See here, we have extracted our results from the response, and this array will be only contain a list of our movies. After this process, I'm going to wrap this code into an use effect hook. This use effect will use to fetch the data while loading the web page. It can also use to display the by default data while we are loading our API request. Come to under this use state hook and create one use effect hook. Inside this use effect hook, and delete this effect, and we write our code here, and we don't have any inputs for now. And after this, cut this code and put it inside the use effect hook and save it. Here you will see use effect is not defined. Then we have to define the use effect at the top of the import statement. Use effect, and the error will gone. And after this, instead of logging our result, I'm going to use this set item res.data.results. And now our items variable will be filled with the array of movie data, and I'm going to pass this item variable to the movie item that were passed previous. I'm using map function to map through the movie item with the data that we are getting by this request. Welcome back to this video. In this video we will see how to map the movie item with the data that we are getting from this API request. First of all, come inside this row and write a map function. We are going to map through our items dot map, and inside that map function I will call each and every element as item and create one arrow function which returns a HTML. Our HTML will be this our movie item, and cut this movie item and paste it here. Inside this movie item I'm going to pass this key equal to item dot id, which is a unique key which we have to pass it. And after that I am passing our API response into this movie item and I'm saving it. We have passed our movie item, which is the data of the each and every movie, into this movie item. And after that, to access this movie item and go to this movie item component, and inside this we are going to access the data, we are going to use a key that from the response. This is how our response will look like. Inside this response we can access any data that we want. I am accessing name from this response, and inside this item dot name, and save it. To the Google Chrome, we are getting error because it is showing cannot read the property of map of undefined. It is because we have messed with something. Inside this folder I've written the set item as a capital letter and also as results is a simple mistake. Sorry for that. Our set items will be this. Set items, and save it. We have successfully extracted the movie's name from the moviedb.org. Also, we can extract the posters and ratings or anything from that response inside our movie app. In next video, we are going to see how to create our movie card, style a little bit our application. And also we are going to learn how to use image path to extract the posters from that moviedb.org API.